carrying this around a long time. I don't sleep. I have, they said, mild case of sleep apnea. I have insomnia. I was on Ambien for 15 years. You ain't supposed to be on Ambien that long. Well, not 15. 10. At least 10 years. At least 10 years. 15 is kind of pushing it. At least 10 years I was on Ambien. If you know anything about Ambien, you are not supposed to be on it that long. But I couldn't sleep. And then there were stipulations that had to be on an empty stomach. So I had to starve myself, basically, to take the medicine, for the medicine to work, to set a timer so that in 15 minutes after I took the medicine, I could eat. And now I'm eating and going to sleep, so now I'm blowing up. Barely eating, barely sleeping. Waking up every 30 minutes, like clockwork. That ain't no sleep. And I'm functioning. And when I say I was functioning on fumes, I got the receipts. I told one of my doctors when I was working night shift, I'm contemplating getting into an accident just to be in the hospital, just to get some rest. She said, what in the world? I'm tired, boss. I'm dog tired. Through it all, no high blood pressure. Not a diabetic. Don't have cancer. I do have a brain tumor that some of y'all are just now finding out about. Got diagnosed with it. Baby girl, 17, 18, 19 years ago. Almost 20 years ago. See, y'all didn't even know that. And y'all my relatives. But you didn't know that, did you? Yeah. I have a spinal issue called spondylolisthesis. You didn't know that either, did you? Medically diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. Stay safe. PTSD. I said, that's for military people. She was like, no, it's really not. PTSD. From y'all motherfuckers. Let's get back to Robert. So I moved into the house. In, I think, late July, early August. Something like that. That's when I quit the job. I got a roof over my head. Look, at this point, I'm not gonna be able to do it. My good girlfriend Rhonda said, "Oh my God, what are you gonna do?" I said, "I will work at McDonald's before I stay there." She said, "Oh, I'm done. I don't want to get to the point where I hate her. I gotta leave." Because she's really good peoples. She's went on an ego trip. Her husband had her on an ego trip. Might want to check that. So we had the monsoon. My nephew was murdered. Moved into the house. Front yard, backyard. Great. Quit my job. My other good girlfriend, Miss Rowland, told her mama, because she called me Miss Jenkins. Mama, Miss Jenkins quit her job. Mama works from home. Mama has been at her job, I think, about 15 years. Mama ain't never referred nobody to that job. Mama referred me. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Because I quit that job without another job lined up. I can't do it. My cousin Denise. So I'm not religious, because y'all doing something to religion. I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. I'm connected to God. Do I read the Bible? No. Should I? Probably should, but I don't. But I'm connected to Him. I know I'm a kept woman. I don't need a religion for that. So, quit the job. No job lined up. My cousin Denise was like, now Denise is a boomer. So her and the incubator around the same age. But Denise has always given me nothing but love. She was the mother that I should have had that I never had. Denise is my angel. She's one of my angels. So Denise said, oh my God, Michelle, what are you going to do? You don't want to have another one lined up? Because, you don't do things like that. You don't quit a job without having another one lined up. Like, you just don't, you got bills. You got children. I said, Denise, I'm stepping out on faith. I said, y'all always say step out on faith. I said, but I'm stepping out on it. I said, I can't do it anymore. She said, okay. All right, what do you need? I don't know. But I know I can't stay there. Now, I did have a backup plan. I always got a backup plan. But the backup plan would consist of me people pleasing again. And I was I'm over it. I need to be in the background because I'm going to snap. And I'm going to catch another case. We don't want that. We don't need that. So, the good Lord above blessed me with my work from home job. Started out very rocky. Very rocky. Wouldn't trade it for the world. Wouldn't trade it for the world. So I talked to my sister-in-law. I was like, look, XYZ, can we lower the rent? I'm trying to get out of survival mode. She was like, yeah. Can you give me something? I'm not going to stay here for free. I ain't built like that. That's rude. She said, but can you give me $600? Yes, I definitely can do that. Cool. $600 was my rent.